Hey everyone, so in today's video, I am going to be talking all about the newest fragrance releases in my collection. And I don't believe I've spoken about any of these yet, other than this new Maison Mataha, but not on YouTube. So I thought it would be fun to go through these fragrances, give you my first impressions. Some of these I've only worn once. A few of them I've worn a couple of times, but I will give you my first impressions and let you know if I think they're worth it. So without further ado, let's start with Mind Games, because I've had this one the longest and I just haven't got around to reviewing it yet. So the packaging is crazy for some of the Mind Games fragrances. So this is one of the newest releases and it is called Kingside. And this packaging is so luxurious, but it is more of a luxury brand. And what I love about this presentation is it actually comes with two of the raw materials. So you can smell the note individually. So we've got Peru Balsam and we have Tonka Bean. Delicious. I love Tonka Bean. Let me quickly smell this one because I've not actually tried it yet. So good. And another thing about this packaging is you actually get test strips, which makes this really easy for me. I'm going to grab out a test strip quickly. Actually, I'm going to use them all. Perfect. Let's talk about Kingside. So it says Tonka Bean and Peru Balsam as the two main notes. And I have tried this one. I've worn this one only once thus far, because I feel like this is a fragrance that's going to be better suited for the cooler weather, which we are coming into in the UK, but not everyone is around the globe. So what does this smell like? Okay, let me spray. Instantly, I get a blast of cherry and tonka bean. It is my kind of fragrance. When I was testing this, I was testing it alongside my husband and he was like, oh, you're gonna love this fragrance because it smells a little bit like marzipan or cherry bakewell. And he just knows I love that scent profile. And it really does smell a little bit like a cherry bakewell. I don't know why, but that is what I get. So you get a rich, creamy, decadent tonka bean note. I definitely get like a vanilla. I get a cherry vibe or almond. And then I do get the balsam. It gives it a kind of sticky, almost resinous dry down. It is so delicious. This is an amazing fragrance. It has around medium longevity on me, medium to long. I got a good 7 to 8 hours on this. And it does project too. It is a more luxury price point, but if you like this kind of scent profile, I do think it's a great fragrance. And actually, this is now my favorite bottle from the Mind Games collection because I just love the black. I think it's super cool and super chic. So yeah, Kingside gets a thumbs up from me. Not so much a thumbs up for the price, but a thumbs up overall for the presentation and everything else. So yeah, I love that one. Next up is the newest release from Boadicea the Victorious. Now I actually tried this fragrance 2 months ago when I went in store. I tried a little sample of it. And this is a citrus fragrance that has the most insane longevity and projection. And it is a candied kind of comfy lemon. But there's this kind of rich woodiness in the background, a slightly green vibe too. I kind of pick up a comfy lemon with a vetiver. And it smells like being, I don't know, it's Riviera vibes to me, but it's potent and it is one of the longest lasting citrus fragrances that I have ever tried. But in terms of a citrus that has incredible longevity and it actually smells pretty unique. So you'd read the notes right and you'd think, okay, another citrus, but it actually smells pretty unique. And I think because of that comfy lemon and it's got this kind of leathery touch to it as well. But yeah, so far, so good. Again, I've only worn this one once, so I need to come back to it, but I feel like I could wear this in the cooler weather too, and this is one that my husband will probably wear more than me. So next up is one of the new fragrances from Delices, and this to me smells like strawberry milk or berry milk. It is incredibly delicious. My kind of fragrance for sure. And I love Delices. I think they have such quality fragrances and it seems like they are bringing out more trendy fragrances recently. Strawberry milk. So, okay, let me set the scene a little bit. Imagine a kind of Delina style scent profile, but with a dash or quite a lot of strawberry milk. That is the vibes you're going to get. So a sexy, sweet, pretty floral. It's one of those kind of classic compliment getting scent profiles, pretty mass appealing, but add in that creamy strawberry milk. It is a recipe for success, in my opinion. I love this. I've worn it twice already. It's a good fragrance for sure. So if you like the sound of a Delina style fragrance with strawberry milk, this is one I would recommend getting your nose on. Next up is the newest release from Amouage, and this is called Timber. Now, this is definitely more masculine leaning, and I hate to gender fragrances, but I do it because I know that's how a lot of us look at fragrance, right? And it helps to kind of set a picture. But I love it. I wore this one the other day, and I thought this would be more for my husband, but I really enjoy this one. Oh, it's so smoky, but in the best way possible. Slightly spicy, slightly blue too. It's a little bit earthy, but I get such a green touch from this. A little bit incensey, but it's like quite fresh, which shocked me. I need to give this one some more time, but I really, really enjoy it. And I wasn't expecting to. I thought this was going to be quite masculine leaning. I actually really do enjoy it. So yeah, it's one that I'll have to come back to. It definitely has that kind of masculine touch to it. There's some kind of like classic men's DNA running through it, at least to me anyway. But it's a sexy fragrance. And I would love to smell this on my husband. I don't think he's worn this one yet. I'll come back to you on it though. I'm sure many of you are excited for this. I have been sitting on it for 2 or 3 weeks now. I've been trying to gather my thoughts on how I feel about this fragrance. So it's the newest release from Atelier and it is called Novae Vanilla. And I was going to review this pretty quickly, but the first time I tried it, I wasn't quite sure how I felt about it. It's quite different for the brand. And my initial impression was like, wow, vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. But there was something in the base of it which I was questioning a little bit. So, Novae Vanilla. Let me tell you what I get from it. Aside from the notes, I'm going to just tell you what I smell personally and how it pulls on my skin. So, this is definitely vanilla. It kind of smells slightly boozy to me. It's very different from Lune Feline, right? So this initial spray is what I remember, and it's what I loved. And I get vanilla on vanilla on vanilla, and it kind of smells like vanilla extract. So if you've ever smelt the real vanilla bean extract, and we have some in our pantry, and it has the little poddy bits in it. Yeah, it smells exactly like vanilla bean extract. But there's some kind of musk in it. And I was thinking, like, based off the notes, I love musk and vanilla, 2 of my favorite notes. But there is a way that this musk has been done that can lean a tad, and I mean just a tad bit jarring for me. It's the same way that Vanilla Powder by Matière Première leans slightly jarring to me. There's some kind of like molecule-y, musky ambroxan style, I don't know quite what it is, that can pull just a tad bit harsh on my skin. I don't know why, and it does have that in here. But I'm going to say, for those of you that love Vanilla Powder by Matière Première, you love how that's been done, you will probably really enjoy this. They don't smell the same, but it has that kind of backbone. So in essence, this is a natural, realistic vanilla mixed in with some musk and maybe some kind of molecule style. So it could be an ISO E Super, it could be ambroxan, something like that. I like it. I prefer Lune Feline. So yeah, it's a great fragrance, but maybe I am not quite the target audience for it just because of that. I don't know, there's something in it, but I am going to try it a few more times and see. Next up is the newest release from Viktor and Rolf, and this is Spicebomb Metallic Musk. Now, I wouldn't normally review these style of fragrances, but the fact that it said musk in the name, I was like, I need this, because I actually love Spicebomb. I think it's an incredible men's fragrance, but it sold me on the metallic musk. And it's slightly metallic, slightly musky. So imagine, if you've ever smelt the original Spicebomb, imagine it's slightly tampered down on the spices and you've added in a dose of musk, a quite cold musk, which is where the metallic vibe comes from. I love it. I think this is incredible. I would actually wear this myself too. Yeah, it's a fantastic new release. Again, I need to play with it a little bit longer because it's new to my collection. But I think it's great, actually. Next up is Maison Mataha Café de Delices. Now, I'm a fan of Maison Mataha. I've loved Printemps Blanc. I think that's my favorite from the brand. Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite. This is a close second. So this is a coffee fragrance. Yeah, coffee. It also has a biscuit note, but I described this over on my Instagram and TikTok as smelling more like a Stroop waffle. So imagine you've ordered a latte. I specifically said coconut latte. There's no coconut listed in here, but I smell it. I don't know why I smell it, but I smell it. So imagine ordering a coconut latte and you've got a Stroop waffle. You've kind of placed it on top so the caramel inside the Stroop waffle gets ooey gooey. That's what this smells like to me. There's vanilla in the base. You definitely get Escapade Gourmand in here, but add in some coffee and add in a kind of biscuity, pastry, waffly vibe. It smells amazing and it actually lasts pretty good on me. I did overspray it and I could smell it all day and it smelled delicious. I will definitely be reaching for this in the autumn and the winter. Yeah, it's a great coffee fragrance and you actually do smell the coffee, but it does pull a little bit coconutty to me. And then the last fragrance, and I know it's not a new release, but it's newer in the UK and I've only just got my hands on it, is the new Rare Beauty fragrance. Yeah, it's just Rare EDP. And I'd seen a lot of reviews on this when it first launched and they were kind of mixed. A lot of people were saying that it's an amazing, soft, buttery vanilla that's intoxicating, kind of skin scent vibe. And then some people were saying it literally smells like Burberry Goddess. So I couldn't wait to try it. I actually ended up trying this in store before I actually got this. And I like it. I think it's actually a great fragrance, but it does smell like Burberry Goddess. I will verify that, as in I get that too. Oh, I've got perfume in my nose. I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, it is giving Burberry Goddess. It really is, but there is a pistachio note. Do I get pistachio? No. Does it smell a little bit different from Burberry Goddess? It does. It's actually almost softer, a little bit more cozy. I think I actually prefer this over Burberry Goddess, you know. It's just a little bit softer. But they do smell very similar. So if you have one, would you need the other? I don't think you would. Was I expecting something that smelled a little bit different? Yes, but then you just never know, right? You just never know with new releases. But I do think it's a great fragrance. The thing is, it is the same cost as Burberry Goddess. So it just depends which brand you want more, which brand you want to support. The one thing I will say is I think the packaging is really cool on this. So it's got a twist top. It's nice and compact. It'd be good for popping in your bag. So packaging wise, I think this wins over Goddess too. Smell wise, I think it wins too. So yeah, I'm gonna say I actually prefer this one, but they are very similar. I wouldn't need both in my collection. I mean, I have both, but you don't need both. So yeah, those were all of the new releases I wanted to go over today. Do you want to see more in-depth reviews on any of these? Please let me know, because I know this was just very like quick first impressions, but yeah, super grateful to have received some of these in PR to review. And I just want to say that I don't review all of the PR I get. I pick and choose. And I know some of you don't like PR, but it is really helpful for me to compare against other fragrances and also for me to keep up to date with new releases. Now, I sometimes don't review PR even if I like it, and more often than not, even the fragrances I don't like, I often don't include just because I don't have time to review everything. And I am trying my best to include fragrances I don't like into my videos so you can get a bit more of a rounded opinion on my taste, what works for me, what doesn't. And I will try my best in the future, but I don't review everything. And I am grateful that I receive PR. So just to let you know, I will always give you my honest opinion, regardless. Like, and I'm just saying, like, if I want a fragrance badly enough, I will buy it myself. It doesn't matter that I got sent it. Like, that isn't something that crosses my mind. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope to see you in a future video to come. Thank you so much and goodbye.